Hi there, it's Ina here, and this will be one of my art journal pages for my weekly prompts. Now, the prompt for this week is time. So I start by creating a background using a paint roller and some acrylic paint, mostly blues, some white, and some metallic blues as well. I just want to create a kind of hazy blue-white background. Now, these weekly prompts come to me from a Facebook group called Art Journal Prompts, and it's a lot of fun. And so I will put the link below in case you're interested. I do pages every week following the prompts given, and even though I don't make a video of all of them, I do keep my pages all in the same journal. So eventually you will see a flip through. Now I'm having a lot of fun with these quick, simple pages every week. So I'm fiddling with the background here, and then I'm adding some splatter. Now I had the idea to use this correction fluid, and yeah, it works great, but normal acrylic paint will work just as well. So as soon as that's dry, I will cut out this image of a watch. It's very pretty, it has pretty colors, but I'm only cutting out the clock face. Because when I heard the theme time, I thought time flies, and that kind of inspired this page. So I'm ripping it apart and gluing down the big piece with some gel medium here. Now, in hindsight, I think gel medium is not the perfect glue for these stubborn magazine images. I think any glue which has more water content works better, but it's all right. You see later, I'll have a few little bubbles there in the big piece, but it's an art journal page, right? It doesn't need to hang in my living room, so it's all good. So yeah, as I said, the idea is time flies. So here it flies, and then, well, then it is gone. So even though time is free, it's a very special and precious commodity. And yeah, we have to use it up wisely. Oh well, enough of uh, deep thoughts. Let's finish up the job here. So some more little bits and pieces. Now today is Father's Day, and we had a big family barbecue. And well, everybody left, and I'm recovering and relaxing. And what's better than finishing up a video to do so? So I am trimming the edges here. And now I think it needs a little shading. So I use my black Neocolor 2 water-soluble crayons and my water tank brush here to just give it a little bit of shade on the very bottom of the rim and on the very bottom of all those floating pieces. And I'm not being very exact and very careful, just kind of in a sketchy manner. But I think a little bit of shade, and later you would see I add a little highlight, will just give it a bit more depth and a little more dimensional look. So here is my white Posca pen, and I add just a white line to the opposite side of the shading for some highlight. And yeah, I'm not adding a whole lot of detailing to these bits and pieces as they're already quite colorful. So let's see where we go from here. Oh yeah, I thought it needed a little more sparkle of color. So I'm using my pigment powders with a little bit of acrylic medium, and it's a really pretty magenta color. And this color actually appears within the watch face as well. So I thought I use it to give my page a little frame. I always like to frame my art journal pages. I think it just gives them a finishing look and a nice touch. So very simply, I just go all around it in a very uneven line. And of course, I keep the nice pretty color for next time. And then, of course, I want to add a little word. I always just put the prompt into my pages. So this time it will be the word time. And this was a sticker, and I just cut it down to where it only says time. I distressed it a little bit with my brown Pitt pen marker and glue it down with my tacky glue. And that's pretty much all the gluing and decorating I'm going to do. But to preserve the magazine page a little bit and give it a little shine, I'm adding some glossy Mod Podge all over the big piece as well as all those little pieces, and also over my little word. And that's pretty much the end of this little journal page. As you see, it's very simple, but simple is good sometimes. I do like to get into details, and many of my projects are quite detailed, but this is all the time I have today. So here is one more look. As you can see, there are a few little wrinkles in my big piece of collage, but oh well, it's okay. Thank you for coming. Bye bye for now.